me.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that from the video the other day.
Yeah, you can't really, it's awkward, right? The demonstration.
So I feel like my backhand dink mechanics.
I really need to get you a microphone, man. Oh well.
I don't know if you can hook up more than one.
I found one where you can do 2 of these. Okay. Yeah. But I don't know, a couple $100.
Dink mechanics.
Backhand dink mechanics.
I'm feeling quite good about it. You can tell they're screwed up, but I feel okay. And I'm able to push my dink now if I want to drive, you know, like push people back a little bit or get a little more on it. Forehand, don't feel good about it.
Okay.
I don't feel that same.
Okay. We're here for session number 2, teaching him my ping pong grip. Ping pong grip. So when you get back behind that line, sometimes I see your grip changing. So that's where I want you to lay it over. And then, I mean, it's set in that magic angle, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're just going to dink and we can discuss.
I've got a new
Dura?
I'm not sure we'll use many balls.
Yeah, we got. That just felt like a marshmallow mush. So that's the main thing I wanted to work on you today is what I think you just figured out, which is, because I say it all the time, but I don't know if people get it. Set the paddle, move through space, right? Set the paddle, move it through space. Set the paddle, move it through space. Where I don't want this, right? Constant movement, constant movement. You know, it just makes it so much harder.
You got it all pointed out because I do not intend anything to have a backswing on it.
Yeah, you do a lot of extra movement that's not necessary. So set the paddle and push. I guess I should say it. Set the paddle, push.
That's what I'm feeling.
Set the paddle, push.
Like, see if I can move into it. That's right.
Yep. Set the paddle, push. Set the paddle, push. Set the paddle, push. Set the paddle, push. Yeah, it already looks cleaner, way cleaner, and very penetrating. So that's where I want you to get that one too, is this one here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that's one you missed a lot. So it's just opening it straight up and just letting it bounce off. I was going to bring lead tape today, but I forgot. Yeah, the pancake. Pancake, yep. Yeah, these are very good. Yeah. So, yeah, I feel wherever you get in trouble on this one is when you go flat. As long as we always keep it open.
I think my tendency to go flat, I don't mean to, and it's on the deep backhands on that side.
Okay, yeah.
And it's more, I'm not pronating.
Yep.
When I'm cocking my wrist.
Yep. And I feel you're trying to attack it instead of just defend it. That's when you go flat. I feel.
That's a good point. We'll see.
Yep. So I set my paddle, I move it I set my paddle, I push it. I set my paddle, I push it. Set paddle, push. Set paddle, push. So there, that kind of shot, I feel the heavier paddle will get it over. Plus, why not have a heavier paddle when we're not doing a lot of movement?
Right.
If we're just setting it there, we want some mass here. I have my paddles built to every 1 to 9 ounces. I could probably go to 10, and I might, but we'll see. So this is the shoulder berry, drop step. Yeah, that drop step's better. Oh, what I like about what you're doing also is I can't read your paddle that well. You have it set and you're like micro moving it. That's perfect. If you could just make me take one step, that is good enough. One step, you know the ball's going in play. It's super safe. I'm trying to cause you to miss, giving you this volley, but you're not. That was good. That was defending. Yeah, that was just a good shot. Okay, so it looks like he's fixed his issues from last session, which was too much movement, going flat, using the length of the paddle instead of the width of the paddle. That looks really good. That looks like fixed.
Yeah, we just got to make sure, like, spend a few minutes and not let it go anywhere.
Yeah.
Can we do some drops?
Yep.
Is the camera okay for it, do you think? Do you want to be here?
We'll move.
Maybe you be here for that?
Let me move the drop back. Yeah. Go over there. Yeah, you go over there.
It's like when I learned, I mean, as you said the other day, you take a step backwards because you've got to think about all the mechanics.
Right.
You stop moving your feet or whatever.
So he's saying sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards.
It finally clicks and kind of comes together.
Yep. Yeah, and it's like an epiphany moment, or it just finally feels right. So that looked pretty flat.
That was.
Okay. So what I do is I set my paddle and then I just kind of push it in that drop like that. Set and push. And then according to your angle is that ball will do certain things. I can get it to fluff up or I can get it to go really flat over the net on a drop. And then I like where he's forcing that backhand dink, which is way easier than a forehand dink. Plus you stay more middle there. This is really good. Really good. Yep. So I like the footwork. I like everything. Really good.
So the backhand, other than that miss and the one in the net, I really can feel this, you know.
Your whole body behind that ball? Yes.
And then either soften my hands or not on how deep I want it to go.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly. Or at the angle. So sometimes you'll see me when I'm kind of midway, instead of really attacking it, I will just really push it flat. I know this angle is going to make it go over the net, and even if I hit the net, this backspin makes it roll over, but I can go real flat, and then from back here, if I get in trouble, I open this thing way up and I just send it up. That's one thing I thought about working with you on, but right now, I don't think so.
I'm not feeling the same mechanics on the forehand drop.
Okay.
Like I'm feeling here.
So he's saying he feels his backhand drop solid, but I think that's because it's such a short lever, to work. Where here we create a longer lever, especially if we let our elbow float. I like to attach my right elbow and almost have it inside of my body.
Let's try that.
Yeah. So I attach my right elbow and have it pretty much tight to my body. I don't want it out here floating around.
There you go.
Yep. There you go. And we've talked about this before, but we forget, you know.
Yeah, I know.
If we aren't constantly drilling until it's just completely forged into our system. So that right there is footwork, I feel. And his timing was off. He starts here and went flat, here to flat.
So I'm thinking on the forehand side, which I can't. Try to get to where I don't think.
Right. So as you're learning, sometimes you have to consciously make a conscious effort to do the mechanics correctly. Well, let's go this way. You have to constantly think of a conscious effort to make this work. But once you have it, then you can open up your brain to hitting targets. Like I can pinpoint targets, I can hit at certain players because I'm not thinking about the mechanics. So right now he's in the conscious, there's a whole, somebody can write it in the comments. There's a whole thing about the development of skills where eventually you want it subconscious, expert, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. So right now I don't even think about my mechanics. I just, sometimes on my forehand cross-court dink, I really have to make sure. So you'll start figuring out why you miss, because I can see it. But if he can't self-diagnose, you're not always going to have the coach with you, you know. So you got to be able to self-diagnose. And in this system, you can. See, I just bury my shoulder, move it through space. These are super good, man. Super good. Yeah, they're not attackable. I have to defend them. So that was all footwork, right?
I danced around, then planted.
Right. So sometimes to help somebody, you figure out what are their errors, and then you just go in and fix their errors, and it usually fixes a lot of other things. So his errors are his footwork, his lack of drop step. So I told him just to work on drop steps just at home, hit them off the wall, and really force a huge drop step. To practice it. Because if you can clear space, that gets me behind that ball. Now I don't have to reach for it. And then when you can take it out of the air. But I feel people are taking it out of the air too much. When sometimes if you let it drop, you can hit an even better shot because you know where everybody's at. You can see a poacher. I mean, look at how good he's doing here. He started as a 3-0. He's definitely a high 3.5, low 4.0 now. So that was excellent, right? I saw a lot of confidence there.
Yeah, I figured out another thing that my aha that I forgot.
Okay.
Just take the ball way out front.
Yes.
Back here, no good.
Right.
So if I can get my footwork right, get my paddle out here.
Yep. So he's saying one of his aha moments, which we've talked about many times, is take the ball out front. But sometimes it just doesn't click until you feel it, you know? Because we want to move that ball in front of us. That's why when I take that drop step, I get it out in front of me, right? Instead of trying to scoop it up here, where you're just going to float it up and get your partner killed. We take that drop step so we can take that ball, perfect, take that ball out in front of us. And he's just setting the angle. Look how he's setting his angle of the paddle and just moving it through, just pushing it. I say moving it through space, which makes sense. Physics-wise, so when I started my drops way back when, it was set your paddle and move it back through the arc of the ball. So if that ball's coming to me here, I set my paddle and I just move it straight back through that trajectory. Straight back through it. And that's the smartest shot. And then you can start manipulating, but you got to get the basics down, which I feel.
I don't have the same confidence on the forehand yet.
Yeah, so I feel backhand's awesome. Do you want to just drill forehand for a while?
I mean, it's good because I'm thinking and all that. I figured out. And
Right.
sets.
So this game's a backhand game, so he's saying, which I tell him, hey, most of these shots we need to take backhand. So once you get, right, once you get your backhand down, then you got 80% of the game beat. So now we can work on forehand. So sometimes if he misses, it's just you hit off center of the paddle, and with a lighter, do you know what weight your paddle is? 7/8, 8/2?
It's a 7/8.
Okay, so 7/8. So typically that's like the magic weight for like everybody in the game, but not for an advanced player. Advanced player, your paddles are 8.5, 9, 10 ounces. You want that weight. Let the momentum of that ball do the work. If you have a light paddle, you have to move it to make that ball go. Plus, I feel the light paddle actually causes tennis elbow. These are good, man. That's a lot of confidence to be able to go that low.
Much better. The tucking of the elbow.
Tucking of the elbow. Yep.
And footwork. Taking that front.
Footwork taken out front. So what he's figured out is, well, I've told him it's clicking for him. Getting that elbow in tight on these forehands. Getting that elbow in tight. A smaller lever. We don't want that lever coming out here unless we need to save it or something. Smaller lever, drop step, clear space where you're hitting that ball in front. And just try to hit that center of the paddle and trust it. Trust the process. So he went flat there. I saw it. He went from here to here.
The other two were high.
So he was trying to just, yeah. I'd rather have high. Yeah. So this is how I start the day or start a tournament, by going real high, dropping them in the kitchen, and then as I get more loose and more confident, then I start lowering that trajectory. Lowering the trajectory, but typically you want the apex of your drop to be at this kitchen line. So that's the apex, and then it drops down into the kitchen. If it's too flat, you actually give this person a volley, unless it's just perfect. But we're not looking for perfect. We're just looking for error-free. Just don't make stupid errors. Don't make stupid errors. Yeah, your footwork got bad, and then you had to chase it, and your paddle flipped over. Yeah, I like this a lot. I like it a lot. So what's good with...
If my footwork gets bad, I got to do more of it. Like just lift it.
Yeah, exactly. And then it goes astray.
And not try to do the pushing.
Yeah. So if we just push, it's less movement. Set our paddle and push. Set our paddle, push. Set our paddle, push. Set the paddle. Oh, that was going to be awesome. Okay, so let's dink forehand now with that elbow tucked. So when I dink here, yes, I do a different. I open it up, but I also do a lot of radial deviation, right? And then I just keep this pretty much upright and flat and come across. And I don't ever go over here unless that ball lands here. And then I have a shot. If you try to go to that spot over there and don't loft it, he's going to have a volley and he's going to smoke his partner. So what I like is really open this thing up for now. So if I really open this up like this, it's going to go, all I have to do is set my paddle and move it through space. Tuck my elbow, move it through space. And then it'll go over every time. So then I can start going a little flatter. And I don't hit certain shots unless he gives them to me. I basically am going to that left foot almost every time. That was pretty awesome. So I used to actually get him on the flicks pretty easy. And he would kind of like go overboard.
107, and normally when we're doing this, it's 130 to 140.
Nice. So he's saying his heart rate's down to 107. And normally when we do these drills, he's up around 130. So whenever I have to bail out, I open this way up. And then it takes away nerves. It takes away errors. So that's one I can go over on. He got it. He didn't freak out. That was a little. Yep. So another thing we do is every time I hit, I get my guard up. So every time I hit a shot, it flows into my guard up, flows into my guard up, flows into my guard up, flows into my guard up. I'm always ready for an attack. Always ready for an attack. And then, because if somebody learns they can attack you, that's all you're ever going to see. If you can defend it, they will go somewhere else. Okay, out ball. So that's another thing we'll work on them with, is letting out balls go. But right now, it's not as important as getting that block up. That was good. Nothing fancy. You didn't overdo it. A lot of people get too wristy, man. Too wristy. So that's, yeah, typically you start dinking like this, where if you dink like that, man, any kind of nerves or jolt, you send that ball up and you get your partner killed. So if you go use the width of the paddle, it's hard to pop it up. And then when this I call the pancake. I just open the paddle wide up and just let it hit and bounce over. It saves me all the time. Plus, I think because my paddle's heavy. Oh, that was nice. You didn't freak out. Okay, let's go cross court here. Backhand.
Still, I'll tell you, like, my backhand, unless you really aggressively attack me,
Yeah.
I can see this push. I mean, I get it lower,
Yeah.
penetrates more.
Yeah.
Forehand, I don't feel that drive.
Right.
Right?
Me either. I'd much rather go backhand to backhand than forehand. All day. Yeah. All day. So a lot of people like their forehand dinking, but if you get it right, your backhand dinking's way easier. So there, I just got there and defended. So usually on my forehand, I don't ever do anything hard, you know, unless I get that roll. That was so good, man. Oh, I thought I had you for sure there. I love it, man.
You said this too. but you can't force it until things come together. You're thinking about them, and you're not thinking about the ball trajectory and do I step or take it out of the air. When the thinking gets a little more automatic, I've got time, a lot of time.
Yeah. He's saying right now you just can't force anything fancy. You just got to do it correctly. So I just try not to ever miss. I error free. I mean, people are attacking everything. But if I don't have an attack, I just put it back in play. I just put it back in play. And then wait for the next one. I wait for the easy, high percentage put away. Or I usually play best with an aggressive partner because I can just keep it in play all day. So I'll let my aggressive partner hit the power shots. I like that. So he's controlling me, but easily, not making it hard, not going crazy. If you can make this person on the other side at least take one step either direction, now you have him moving, you have his partner moving. Yeah, this is just perfect. So what I like about teaching Gordon is he will actually drill the things I teach him. So they came out, him and his wife Char will too. They were out here 2.5 hours last night just drilling this stuff, and it just clicked for them. Because if you take a lesson and you actually don't practice it, what's the use? You're not going to learn anything.
So that was...
Yep. Yep. So he's learning to self-diagnose, which is important. You don't want to be paying for a pro forever. Of course, it's great for us. Right in the sun, I couldn't see it. I didn't want to look in the sun. Great shot. So that's a huge other part of the game is using the elements, using the sun. So in a tournament, if the sun's over here, then I have me and my partner try to force it. Always dink with the sun in their eyes. But that's a secret. That's a secret. Normally I'd get him to spaz out on that one. Not today, he says. Whoa, Gordon. This is all, he learned this. I mean, I taught him all this stuff, but he didn't get it till he drilled it. So sometimes I'll actually touch my paddle with my left hand. So just his timing was barely off there. Just to feel it, I'll put my left hand behind the paddle. So he knows now that whenever, all I'm trying to ever set up on this one is somebody to dink me in the middle here. Out. If they dink me in the middle, I'm attacking for the most part in front of me. So when I'm cross-court dinking, I'm either waiting for them to make a mistake where my partner gets it. See on these, I'm waiting to, reach in and hit the shot in front. But since that's when we get the pouch balls to work on that. So that's a shot I can do because I've practiced this so much, I can actually use my wrist and roll it, but it's not, that's higher level. You don't want to do that until you get the basics down. Oh man. Okay. That is really, really good. So we're just going to drill. I'm going to stay here. Actually, I'm going to stay here. And you're going to work your way across. at the dinking line. So you're just going to dink, 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 dink. We'll see how many times we can do it. Air-free pickleball. Air-free. So now I put a little pressure on them. And if you can't handle the pressure, I mean, this style of play, you should be able to perform under pressure, because we are eliminating a lot of extra movement. We're just making it so simple with this ping pong grip, the magic angle, the ping pong grip. There's not a lot to go wrong. Not a lot to go wrong. Footwork. Not a lot to go wrong. Not a lot to go wrong. Not a lot to go wrong. Nice. Oh, he got me. That was good. Normally I get him to freak. Way to just reset and be ready, you know? He did not panic on that. A lot of people, they'll hit a bad shot and then they'll go, oh no! And then they don't save the next shot where they can. Then who cares if you made a mistake? So I just set my paddle. And then he knows now. That's where you look for an attack. Somebody gets that forehand, you better be ready, because they're attacking. I was thinking about attacking, but I'm like, that's not going to show anything.
Just shut the fuck up.
Okay, another aha moment for him was just to be quiet.
Because after every point, I tend to either say to myself, like, something negative,
Yeah.
or I say to my partner, good shot, when it really wasn't. It was me screwing up.
Yeah.
And now, when I do that, I think I'm living in the past. I mean, it encourages living in the past.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so one of my main things I teach people is quit living in the past. You made an error, you got to move on. There's nothing you can do about it. So Gordon, he's got 12 people in his head, all telling him how bad that shot was. Or you got to just move on. So that's what he's saying. My aha moment is just to be quiet, move on. Don't dwell in the past, or I call it living in the past. Okay, just to throw a wrinkle in it, I'm going to hit shots that might go out. So it took me about 4 years to finally start letting balls go out. Because me as a baseball player, you never let that ball get by you, right? So you're always getting it. So I would always look to not let that ball go by me. And I could jump up to hit an out ball. So I like that pancake. So here, if I just clear, I can save some shots out. So there, some people would hit that ball, but hey man, it's a free shot if you just let it go out. No effort. It's good. He didn't freak out on that. He just turned his paddle over, hit a good shot. Because a lot of times when this person attacks, they are out of position. So he got it, but that might have been going out. Well, you got to practice to let it go. That was going out. That was probably going out. Oh, I don't know. That could have been called out. So it was a good leave.
Yes. One thing, I have to start letting balls go out that aren't in. It's the only way I'm going to learn.
Exactly.
Right? So you're exactly what you said.
Yeah. So He's learning. You got to, even if the ball goes in, you got to practice letting the ball go out.
My problem right now is not judgment. It's reaction and commitment.
Yeah.
So I need to start first, I think, decommit.
Okay.
Say, I don't know about this ball. Don't just go for it. Don't, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
It took a while.
figure out the judgment.
That's good. So that he stood up. And if you stand up, your trajectory goes down to the net. See, if that ball goes up over, I've got my shield. If it goes up over my shield, I want to get out of the way. And a lot of people, that was going out. A lot of people don't let that one go out. That cross court one, a lot of those are going out. Yeah, so we got a million things going through your head because I want you to hit the shot, get a shield going.
I mean, that was
It was good.
yours.
It was going to land, but you should have easily blocked it, you know. That was going out. So a lot of times this isn't. So that's the difference is you're waiting for the ball to be hit to see if it's going in or out. I try to look at what they're doing, saying, oh, look at him winding up the kitchen. And I've seen a pattern of this guy. Oh, it's probably going out. So you got to look for it to go out first and then get it second, which is kind of counterintuitive, but it is what it is. So that's what I'm looking for. Does that ball bounce? Is that ball in front of me? Okay, so let's move you back and forth too again. So we'll get different looks. So when this ball's going cross court, I'm looking for an attack cross court, and if it looks like it's at a steep angle, I want to let it go out from where this ball came from. As he moves here, anytime, let's say he's here, his partner's there, or Gordon's there, his partner's there. If Gordon hits a dink, me as the partner, when it comes in front of me, boom, I'm ready. And I can tell if this guy's an attacker from just watching a few shots of his. If it's a shallow dink, I don't even worry about it. If he tries to attack that ball, it's going out for sure. If it's a deep dink, I'm ready for my block. But if they're super aggressive, I'm ready to let it go. Because that ball's coming, attacking forward at you. This cross-court attack, if it's going to your backhand, it's probably going out, just like that. Does that make sense? So, yeah, we aren't necessarily reacting to the ball. We're kind of reacting to what they're doing. I'm always watching paddles. Yeah, and that was going in. And that's exactly perfect. Did Gordon have to do anything to get it past this player? No. All he did was block it, let the energy of that ball move past. Perfect. So whenever this guy attacks, if you have a good block, you can get them because they aren't ready for it. See, I can't defend it. That one I would probably let go just to try it. Nice. No, it's a Dura, but softer Dura. So he flipped out there a little. Okay, I think we need a drink. This is going really well. Everybody liking it? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Give Gordon a thumbs up here. Okay, let's get a drink. We're at 40 minutes. I can't believe it's going that fast.
An hour is just not. By the time you set up, and well, you don't even count that, but I mean.
No, I try to get here enough so I'm set up, ready to go by lesson time. Warm-up's part of the lesson, though, you know. I'm moving you around. I'm looking. We're talking about what you've worked on. That's part of the lesson.
Yeah, I understand an hour goes fast.
Yeah, when you're loving it and you're learning, you know. If you're doing shitty, then you can't wait for that hour to end. I am super happy with, I mean, that's after 2.5 hours of drilling. Focused drilling, right?
That's the thing. That's exactly right.
So it was focused drilling.
All we did were dinks, drops, and resets.
Hey, let's work on resets.
80%.
Okay, we're gonna work on resets. I feel his drops are really good. The dinks are really good. Now, once we get into pressure, playing, it has to transfer. Some people are drill champions, you know, gold medal drillers, but when they get into a game, they fall apart. And they're like, what happened? So I'm just gonna give him resets. He's gonna set that paddle. He's gonna set that paddle and move it through space.
I lost my grip.
Okay, so if you lose your grip, you gotta start manipulating that thing, and then you're hitting all over the paddle. It's gotta just hit middle. There, that's what I want. I want that ball to go up in the air. And eventually you work on the trajectory. If the ball's going out, let it go out. We don't want to drill bad stuff. That was going out, so I'm testing them on both. When you're back that far, you don't want to hit anything chest high. Mush ball, marshmallow. But I like hitting a mixture of the balls when we're drilling because you got to be able to react. So once we get this to where he's not thinking, man, he's going to just skyrocket his confidence. That is so good. Yep, just barely missed the center of the ball, center of the paddle. And with a light paddle, it's not going anywhere. Just a good shot. All right, let's test him here. Oh, that's a good leave. That was out by a hair. Somebody might have called it in, but it was out. You got to practice. That's part of drilling. Letting balls go out. I like that one. Yeesh. Oh, man, just missed the center of the paddle. You don't always have to hit the center, especially with this Electrum. I can kind of hit it all over and it still goes over. Plus, because I have it weighted. So the weight helps transfer the energy of the ball. That was going out. So a rule of thumb. Okay, go back 2 steps. The rule of thumb is don't ever hit a volley from the baseline. So we'll see. Yes. So the rule is don't hit a volley from the baseline, right? And basically the back third, you should not hit volleys. Okay? Never hit a volley from the baseline. Never hit a volley from the baseline. That's out. Never hit a volley from the baseline. So I'm just testing him. So that he made an executive decision, and it would have landed in, but it was descending basically at his ankles. That's a good call. But, oh, that's a tough one.
So an adjustment I made there, yes, I think some of those you were saying that did go in off center.
Yeah.
But the other problem was I wasn't taking it far enough out front.
Okay.
I feel like when I'm back here, I get much more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think my resets, when you watch me, they're out here.
Yeah. That's the adjustment.
Yeah, if you bring it back here, it's hard to see. I can see everything out here. Out here, like when I practice my guns, I don't shoot from down here. I have it out here. I can see everything out here. If I'm here, how do I see that?
Well, that's what I've been doing wrong with the gun thing. You don't shoot.
I do my quick draw. My quick draw is pretty awesome. Okay, I like all this. I like it. Look at that. He sets his paddle and just pushes it. Now we'll see what happens when people are smashing it down his face. All right, here's an out ball. Ooh, I would have let that go. It might have touched the white line, but we're practicing. There you go. Never hit a volley from the baseline. And the bottom third is basically the baseline. The back third. Oh, just out. Good leave. Excellent. Okay, 2 more, and then we'll do 1 more drill. That's a tough call, I think. Okay, so now we're going to do a 3-shot drill, which is a drop, a reset, a drop, a reset. A drop, a reset, and then we get the line. And then we just dink. Oh, that's another drill I want to do. Just catching that ball. Watch me catch it. See that? See that? You can control. That's soft hands. Soft hands. And that creates the angle. If you go flat, you can't do that. Okay, tell me the time. I'm thinking of maybe a different drill.
7:02.
Okay, I'm just going to incorporate both drills. So, 3-shot drill. Okay, so drop, reset, and then we're in the dink. But every shot you can get out of a volley, unless it's going out, I want you to catch it and then hit it. You can catch it, drop it, and hit it. Did you see what I was catching your balls? So catch that. Catch it.
Oh, I thought the volleys you caught. The non-volleys you catch?
Both.
Oh.
Just do both. And then you can let it bounce and go, or you can hit it out of the air. Yep, this is a great drill, man. If you learn this, holy shit. We can do a whole session just this. So he's doing a drop, a reset, and then you got to work your way up on that reset. Well, if you have to do 2 resets or 3 resets, it is what it is. So do a shot, move up the middle. Your goal is to get to the kitchen in 2 shots. Yeah, just catch it and go. That was really good. That is hard as shit to do. Ooh, that's high level. High level. High level. Low level. I don't have to do it. So you got to be ready at all times.
Man, that's hard to do on the flip. Hard to do out of the air.
Okay. Perfect. Look at that. I just want to be able to get them. Let's keep going. This is good. This is good stuff, man. That was good. That's the shot we're looking for, man. Look at that. You got it. You got it.
I forgot the grip.
Dang, that was really good. Okay, one more this side, and then we'll switch sides. Ooh. Going out. Okay, let's go this side.
That might be a few too many things to try to process. Like the going out part.
That's part of it, man.
Well, next week. I know it's part of it.
It's a free shot. So this is lots of footwork here. Better footwork you can do. This is the, I'm gonna call this the magic angle drill, because if you don't have the magic angle, it really doesn't work, you know? You got it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it, like, let it go or not. Oh no.
That's part of it. Yeah, I forgot. That's really good. These are hard. That was so good. Excellent. This is not an easy drill.
What?
This is not an easy drill. Yeah. So it's always best to keep that ball in front of you. Magic angle. There you go. Shoot. Give him an out ball here. No! I did that on purpose. I mean, this is part of drilling. You're going to just be shitty, and then you're going to be decent, depending on your athletic ability. If you don't have the capacity to do this, that you are seriously not an athlete at all, it's not going to happen. But you can still have fun at this game. Okay, let me work my way up so you can work the net. I always try to put things high when I can. Going out. So when you're on that side, what are we looking for out ball wise? When the ball's over here, right? Somebody attacking cross court. I'm telling you, a lot of those balls are going out. What do we look for when the ball's in front of you? A lob or what?
A higher ball.
Yeah, a flick. Always a flick when that ball's right in front of you. Get ready for a flick. What time is it? Okay, 5 minutes. We're going to do the dinking game. Let's put some pressure on you. So, yeah, I thought about if we stay on our own scores, it works, right? Correct. Okay, game to 11. 2, we got to go 3, 4. Now this is live. I forgot the drill. Let's keep going. That'll be another thing we can do. Do it with that drill. Pretty good. Okay, 0, 0. 2, 3, 4. No, not. It's live at my 5th. Yeah, go again. Server always has the attack. 0, 0. 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, it's cooperative dinking. I might have stepped in the kitchen there, but I can't tell. Cooperative dinking. Okay, 1, 0. Till the fish shot. That one. There, he was ready. So this is what, if you can't play, you just keep drilling. 2, 0. And we're staying on our own number. We're staying on our own score. David, that was dumb. Let's just do the serve as 1. It's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, fish shot. Now this one can be attacked. So I'm looking for a down the middle shot. So he just kind of panics. Yeah, that's what I see. That was another thing I was going to go over, thinking about it last night. A lot of times when you rush to a ball, you rush to hit a hard shot. Rush to a ball and look to lift it up and over. Because like the other day when we played, you hit a shot over here and just, you know, why? When all you have to do is go.
So on my backhand side, I do okay. On my forehand is what I'm doing.
Okay, just open that blade up and just lift it up over the net. This is your bailout safety zone. Once somebody internalizes that this is your safety zone, I don't care if they're the greatest player in the world, if you put in a neutral, unattackable dink, they have nothing. So that I trust that I can always just, wherever I am, I can bail out and land it in this kitchen, and I'm safe. And me and my partner can reset. If you launch some attack from some weird spot, you and your partner are so out of position. It's just low percentage. So am I 2-0?
I call that because in reality, there's no way for me to cover that other than not pull you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is high level. 3-0. High level. You got to be able to hit the shot. You got to be able to defend the shot. 3-0. Because how did I get that shot, right? Correct. So that's where this drill is. So that one he should have just got low and ready. But it's a hard one. If this deflates your ego, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel you're getting discouraged when the drills went so well. But if we can't add it together, okay. 4-0. Yeah. Plus, I don't give you easy shots. You got to earn everything. Oh, that one out. Good leave. It seems like it. Seems like you're all butt hurt. That's what Lisa and I call it. Oh, are you butt hurt? Did you get butt hurt? Excellent. Okay, 1-0. So the ball's in front of him. He needs to look for flicks at all times. Right there. So he had a great idea. He just didn't commit to it. Because if I'm off balance leaning in and he hits that lob up over my head, the offensive lob, it works. 4-1-1. I mean 4-1. Drop steps. You're looking for a flick at any time. It's easy to crawl up in there with those 12 other people, and he gets so confused. 5-1. Too early.
Too early?
I'm the attacker.
I know, I thought you would.
Nope, that was 4. 5-1. Yeah, oh, good one. We can't put it together. That's why I like to add a little pressure game at the end. Cheater. Cheater.
Well, darn, I don't allow it because she can't have it. I mean, I could do that.
She can if it gets in her brain. It makes you have to move. It makes you have to watch paddle.
You have to go, for you to get that, you move to there, right?
Yeah.
Pretty close, a little further maybe. Yeah, but way over.
But I'm watching.
Yeah.
I don't worry about it till you show it, and now I know I got to defend it. But I'm watching your paddle. It teaches you how to watch the paddle, you know?
Yep.
Like, if I pressure you, you don't have that shot.
Right.
You got to have a low percentage to beat me.
Yes.
If I give you a lollipop, it opens it up. So that's why that shot is good in this game.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You're watching paddle. Because if you hit that shot, I set it up for you.
I mean, we've talked about that with Lorena, and it's like you cannot give her that force. You
Right.
can't give it to her.
Right.
Because she can hit.
Yeah. So. You saved that by coming in, which actually I don't like, but yes, I do, because that ball bounced. It was going to bounce low. You closed the distance. You took that shot away.
Yeah.
That was very good, actually.
3-5.
Okay, now I've got to just play smart. So I feel you go quiet because now you're thinking about a million things.
What I'm thinking about there is I was backhand biased, and that's a lot. I didn't come around fast enough.
Yeah.
That's all. I didn't read the paddle fast enough.
Okay.
I got to think about why it failed. Did I give you?
You gave me a volley. Yeah.
That's bad.
You gave me a volley. I took it. You turned me into Ben Johns. 5-3.
He's cuter.
Ugh.
Not really.
So I just got to work this ball. There we go. Okay, 6. Let's switch sides. 6-3. Six three. So I really focus on getting low. Really get low, get low. There, I wanted to show them. Once somebody can shut down shots, so that was a good lob on his part. I just had a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook. 7-3. So I stay real low. I want my eyes like at this, near this tape line. So we rushed that. It wasn't there. 8-3. I'm down low. This way I can always lift my shots if I'm down low. So there, if somebody is backhand biased, I can shoot it to their backhand, and usually they miss wide if they don't let it go. 9-3. Oh, I went for like a, I had tons more room, but I went for a miracle shot. So I could just set the ball up. Get low. No. Oh! Good shot. I really thought he was going to miss, so I let it go. And he had a few inches to spare. It was a good shot. So he hits that off his backhand. So I would have to watch out giving him that backhand. Right? Oh, David, I didn't move back far enough. I thought it was over his head. So that was my fault. I should have been ready. 5-9. I better be careful. So before, when we did this game, he only scored 1 point. And now he's at 5 after the drilling. So he's discouraged, but that's better, right? It's better. 9-5. I'm staying low. That's the shot. So I kind of teased it. I'm looking for it now, and I'm setting him up instead of he setting me up. Okay, 10-5. Okay, I'm going to try to win off of his mistake. I'm not going to attack anything because I'm on 10. I'm just going to let him lose it instead of me trying to win it. Let him lose it instead of me trying to win it. Just watching his paddle. Watching his paddle. Staying low. I just want to push him, push him, push him. I thought he would give me something higher there. That. So there, I know when I hit him deep, he's got a chance to attack. It would be a low percentage attack. Oh, you did your shit move and it worked. One's where he misses, he tries to do that. And it almost hit that net. It's,
I gotta get rid of that muscle memory.
yeah.
Just the reaction, 5-10.
I think if you started, the thing is you raise up and then do it. So that causes it to go down.
Yeah.
If you would start that process from down below and move up through it, it's a good shot. But you raise up and then do it, that's a bad shot.
I got to fix the muscle memory because if you look at what happened there, I flicked. Now it's coming back at me pretty fast, and I'm just reacting.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So we got to fix. That's where we got to use the ball machine, I think.
Yeah.
To reinforce new muscle memory.
Okay.
New reaction. 5-10.
Okay, 5-10. I don't want him to score here. 6 gives him some confidence. Okay, 10-5. 10-5. I'm going to let him lose. I'm just not going to miss. If he hits a great attack, so be it. That's the pancake saves me all the time. Is that Greg? Greg's down there. So I feel there's a lot of attacks here. Yeah, I couldn't help it. It was there. So, if we think about it, you scored 1 2 days ago,
Right.
and you scored 5 this time.
Yep.
That's improvement.
Oh yeah. I know.
I just don't, I feel that mentally, maybe you're just going quiet and focusing and not butthurt.
Look back at all. I'm trying to look at it as what did I do wrong? Like what do I need to change? Not you idiot. You know?
I thought today went spectacular.
Yeah.
But if we don't add some real world stuff at the end.
No, we have to sort of like I was telling you, when Sharon and I drill and we go to scoring, she falls apart.
Yeah.
So to me, drilling is no pressure or a little bit with you.
Yeah.
Emotionally. Scoring it, you know, or having a more game increases it and then playing a game. So
yeah, I've seen, like in golf, so many people that on the range, they are so good, you know, laser shots, everything's great, and then they get on the course and they start spraying everywhere. That's not the game. You're not a range champion, you know. But instead of doing 20 minutes of that, we probably did anyway, but we just do 5 minutes, you know. The majority all drilling, and then a few minutes of
is the camera on?
pressure. Okay, CoachDaveLive.com. This is, I want to get like a screenshot of this move here. Ping pong grip. Okay. Actually, take a picture like that.